What up? Sorry. We will get to it. We will get to it. You know the vibes. You know the time. You dig? Oh man, yo, it's about that time. It's another Tuesday. It's another Tuesday. What does that mean? What does it mean? That means it's for another album review. Every Tuesday we do reviews, man. I told you. We did this last year, 2024. We did it. We're not gonna stop. You know the drill, and if you don't, man, hey, thank you for tuning in for the very first introduction to me and what I do here. I am Camp from the Port. I'm going to formally introduce myself because I believe that this is one of those reviews that will gain me some new listeners, whether it's the first time or the last time or just randomly. Okay. Yes, I review music. I review bad music. I review okay music, and I give my astute critique and opinion about it. You may love it, you may not, but either way, I hope it encourages you to listen. That is the thing. I'm a supporter of music. But before I made in the 1980s, that of my podcast that I do on YouTube. Friday for the audio, all for made in the 1980s on the video Saturday mornings, 8:15 a.m. So you make sure you check that out, okay? I'd greatly appreciate it. So, man, where do I begin? All right. So, I'm left off, man. I won't lie to y'all. I did so many rap albums in a row. This kind of irritated me. I won't even get. I took a break, and last week I think I did, and because Mario, his own right, R&B legend. I just needed something different in my different perspective. Tap into a, if you will, I just to take a chance on a cat that I actually heard live for the very first time of him. I was at an event out here in Nashville, Tennessee. Out at an event. It was, I want to say it was like maybe it's like a CMA kickoff party or something like that. I believe. I was at Brooklyn Bowl. I was just there. I like the work. It's all good. Was on the way to the restroom. And, as I was there, this song singing through the area. And all I heard was do that. I was like, yo, who is that? Immediately to the stage, I was like, Montana. Okay. And I don't know, following me on maybe like Instagram, you might have seen me post a clip of him from my on my. Now, I know for some of you that may know me, I'm sorry because I don't know you if you don't know me, but but sometimes I show up. I'm over 6 feet tall, I'm black, I'm over 200 pounds, and I'm sitting here rocking out to some music that's not G. And people be thinking, oh, wow, he really likes this. I I happen to like a lot of different kinds of music. So don't if I'm just um I thoroughly so I said, man, I gotta get a hold of this project. What is it called? And it was called Savage. And thanks to the I would get CD right here. Uh-huh. And oh, I'm not super plugged up. I just happened to luck up and I enjoyed his set. The people I so you make it you make it known and then eventually word gets around and they're like, oh yo, check this out. But I was already on streaming and I was already looking for him. You did? So um apparently the song he was performing was the title of his album, his late Savage. So guy named Tim Montana, album named Savage. I'm like, yo, let me hear what this is all about. Because I like what I heard so far. And when I like something or when something catches my ear, I become curious. I want to know, you know, necessarily about the life time learning people early in life to get a let down. But normally in our you can come to the the life history and how they got there time. It's really a that so album. I want to say I gave it four maybe listens. I gave it a listen and a half. Wasn't quite ready to talk about it yet. Have have somewhat of a critique on the that later. What's most important is the album itself. Excuse me one moment, please. Right. So I think the most important thing to tell you about the Tim Montana Savage album is that all seen him at like a music okay. This does not sound like country music at all. And just talking about in the country, it just does, it even has like just the classic country elements. And I'm not saying that that's good or a bad thing. Maybe just maybe he's misplaced, you know. Start putting gentlemen to rock audiences because he even said rock and roll, baby. Chris Jericho type stuff. But for the most part, though, this did not sound country. And then as I watched the album, it didn't sound country at all. It sounded very rock. It sounded very, I would say, 90s, early 2000s rock inspired. And even from just the subject matter to the chord progressions, all it really felt like you oh, hey, I it cleared to me. I the money all day. so so I'll say this on the Tim Montana um classified rock album. I don't think this is country rock, even though I have seen in my own personal lifetime uh countries they've all had rock edge or because by default something that's like more soul driven or more hip hop or pop driven. I'm obviously into that as well, but at the change for me country rock is what I'm into. And that's what this is. But matter of fact, I'm honest with you. This don't sound country at all. And a lick of this don't sound country. I hope that doesn't offend country fans. If I am wrong on that, please let's have some dialogue. Help me out with it because that's not what I heard when I listened to this project. To me, Tim Montana makes WWE theme music. You know, I don't know how many of you watch wrestling. I'm a huge wrestling fan. And for me, some of this sounds like stuff Jim Johnson would have created, like Drew McIntyre, first part of his career. I could see this earlier when they were trying to find the right music for Edge and Randy Orton. I could see them coming down the aisle to some of these songs. I could see some of these songs fitting Batista. And I think that with the right just positioning of him, Tim Montana might out of here, bro. Like he's honestly a real artist, and I don't know if his band that I saw with him is definitely the band that's on the album, but everybody sounds amazing. The instrumentation is crazy on this throughout the entire album. Uh, let me see, because I don't. I know that of you for the first time you're listening. I do implore you, like, actually listen to this. If I could not maybe put him in a box, but I'd say if you liked a lot Linkin Park, if you liked Metallica, if you some Creed or Fall Out Boy or like though like the era of music, I think this is a throw. A lot of it, just a really a callback through to that sound, but in 2024 because the album came out last year, I believe, like last summer. But it sounds really dope. See my I see my internet timing out. I'm gonna probably, but meantime, though, I do want to talk to you about some of my favorite joints on the album. All right, so Savage is a no-brainer. Savage is no because that's the song I heard in the restroom at Brooklyn Bowl, and I came out. I was like, "Yo, who the f is that?" Because I want to hear that song. I was singing that song the rest of the night. That was the joint that got me. That just happens to be the title track, Savage. Savage is heat. You know what I'm saying? And easily, I thought, like sometimes especially when you're seeing a live performance, a lot of people give their best song out, and then that's it. That's the one. But man, listen, it don't stop there. Hey, Die Today. Die Today is definitely a WWE anthem, like for real. I'm telling you, like Batista should have been coming out to this. Or like this would be like when they're doing Hell in the Cell or Last Man Standing. Die Today should be the WWE theme for that next PLE whenever that's coming up, or Elimination Chamber. Like Die Today should be on a PLE for 2025. You heard it here first, because I don't know who else is reviewing albums like I do it. Book it. Tell WWE hit me up. Tell Tim Montana's people hit me up. I want to broker the deal, because this Die Today belongs on a WWE PLE. Get you some. Also, come on. John Cena. If you want some, come get some. You dig? Like another one that's, again, another dope song on this project. I can hear it. I can hear it in arenas. I can hear it for the Intercontinental Champion, or for the WWE Champion, or just for the theme music for one of the PLEs for the WWE. So with that being said, right, 3 songs in, but I'm gonna tell you now what my absolute favorite song on the project is, and it's called "Ain't Coming Down." Um, Listen, it felt it felt really late 90s Beastie Boys-ish. And I'm sorry, that sound is crazy. What they were doing with Intergalactic and all that, and Sabotage, it puts me in the feel of that. And whether you totally consider what the Beastie Boys were doing in the late 90s, early 2000s as hip hop or rock or not, I'm telling you, if you just listen to it for what it is, it's just fire. And that's what Ain't Coming Down is for me. It's hands down my favorite song on the project. Savage is still number 2. We can never disrespect Savage. That's how I got here. That's how I got to Tim Montana in the first damn place. And that's 4 songs out of 11 outside of they're my absolute favorites. That don't mean that the rest of this album is mid or worse. It's not. It's actually really dope. Hey, you looking for some pain? You want to relate to pain in music? You want to relate to just the breakup relationship type of stuff? You want to listen to a little Shut Me Out or Right Again. Um, but I think that you can even use metaphor like problems with your parents maybe, or work or whatever. You can have this, you can have these things. Day by Day, very powerful but very painful music, but it sounds really dope. I like the vulnerability in the writing, through these 3 songs, Day by Day, Right Again, Shut Me Out. You can hear, obviously you can hear the pain, but you can feel the vulnerability. um Great accompaniment with the instrumentation of it all. I think that you're getting layers. Now, granted, this is the first Tim Montana album I've listened to, so if his first 3 projects he's been on this wave, then I gotta catch up. Okay, I'll keep it a bean. I gotta catch up if he's always been doing this. But I love this album is just layered with a lot of feeling. You can actually feel this music, and that's important, especially in this, what we call it, the microwave era, where if you're not on TikTok going viral, then people don't think your stuff is jamming, or whatever other stupid excuses people use to not listen to music or not listen to it enough. I do, this is an album worth listening to front to back, and it's not a long listen. Listen, you got 11 tracks. Chalked up like 7 out of the 11, and that don't mean the rest of it is mid. They're just not some of my like personal favorites, but you may love it, like Ashes. I'm sorry, Ashes. I forget, I had to look at the track list real quick. 11 tracks, 33 minutes and 29 seconds. You got time for all my Freeport people. That's a drive to Rockford. That's a drive to Rockford. You can listen to this on one drive, one listen there, one listen back. And there is definitely, if you have the sophisticated music palette for my listeners, because I be hip hopping and R&B and y'all out, and I know that's what I do. That's my grandest wheelhouse. This music fans this week. This is for music. There's people that just want to hear some dopeness, something that is against the norm. If you're really into everything, if you into everything, I officially am the guy on the internet that you to the test. Will you listen to Tim Montana Savage? If you're not giving it a listen, you can't talk to me about music, because I'm to take chances of just performances I see live and listen to full albums. That is the difference between the real music lovers and the people that are just casually liking whatever the wave is saying. That is the difference. So it's for the music lovers and music lovers only. And I think music lovers will definitely get a thrill or two out of this 10 Montana Savage album. 11 tracks, 33 minutes, 29 seconds. Before I give it a rating, I do want to say this. If I do have one, when I listen to the album top to bottom, just add it in the have it, it just sounded okay. It sounded it wasn't bad. I can tell it was Pete on there, but it's almost like this should just be sequenced differently. I'm not sure if you start off with a album. I don't know, but I did. I kind of felt like "Die Today" should have been the last song played on this album, or "That You Some." You know, I I don't know. I just it could be sequenced differently because I put it on shuffle 2 different times. Now, there was one that it hit after banger, and and it just flowed really well. And coincidentally, "The Devil You Know" was the last song it played. I put it on shuffle again um, twice earlier today, and it just hits different. So do with that information as you will. So to give this album a rating out of 5, I'm gonna say for sure 3.5. I'm not mad if this is your bag. You tell me more. I wouldn't be mad at that. 3.5 because a lot of this album is a lot of your different moods. Fan of albums, no matter where I'm a fan of albums that you can hear 2 to 3 songs and it puts you in a different mood. Like it's something that literally with this is the unfortunately the to put in a different. It's all about tempo and vibes. But what the vibe is the vibe sad? Is the vibe self? Is it party? And I think on that album you get a really good of those emotions. It's you may feel like you can conquer the world. On the other hand, and then it's like, hey, I'm not, but yo, you know what? Relationship isn't really the greatest, or my past relationship wasn't the greatest in the movie. There's the devil, you know, with the uncertainties. Do you go left? These are the kind of things as expressed in this album, and people need to listen to music that taps into more than one emotion, more than one. I think this album does that really well. Again, 3.5. I won't. I'm a 5. It should um, because one, I gotta get out of here, man. I seen my background popping up, so I don't even know if y'all can even see all of this. And I apologize. I don't know what. Check it out. To it sucks that my internet would be going bad when I'm trying to put y'all onto something brand new, especially from my audience. But I do not long um for all of my, hey, let's just call it what it is, for all of my black listeners that only listen to hip hop and R&B. You know, like the closest that you'll get to listening to quote white music is Robin Thicke, or Miguel and Bruno. If that's as far as go on, listen to this. We grown now. Diversify your ears, man. Diversify your ears. And this is great. This is great no matter who you are. This is no Tim Montana is actually from Montana. And he rocking out. He's a real rocker. It's really good. You do not have to look, throw all those out. Like, do I relate to? Is he speaking to me? Listen, this is just good music. This is really good. And that's all that matters. Good music is what matters. Music moves the world. Guarantee you, no matter what your back, no matter what your class level is, you will find 3 songs on here minimum you identify with. I really like the main thing that is matters. So make sure Montana Savage album, please, or put you on. Never say I didn't put you on. And if I didn't hit the comments, but I'm happy to hear why you didn't like this album. 5, Tim Montana Savage. I keep seeing my internet timing out for AT&T owe me some explanation. I definitely played my bill, and I still paid it. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Until next time, though, man. I'm sorry for this. I did. I got talk. And yo was coming up, so you might. Until man, and consensually. It's love.